Hi friends, it's teacher Ulrich here. Welcome back to Wordly Wise, Book 5, Lesson 12. Today we continue with Day 3. In today's lesson we'll be taking on the activities 12b, 12c and 12d. So make sure that you have those three activities for today's lesson. We will start with activity 12b. Let's start by reading the instruction. Making connections. Circle the letter next to each correct answer. There may be more than one correct answer. Remember that, there may be more than one. Number 1. Which word or words go with get better? A. Dedicate. B. Revive. C. Restrict. D. Convalesce. Which word or words go with get better? B. Revive. B. Convalesce. Question 2. Which word or words go with believe something strongly? A. Overdue. B. Confident. C. Exasperated. D. Notable. Which word or words go with believe something strongly? Confident. If you have a belief in your own abilities, you are confident. Question 3. Which word or words go with annoy? A. Frustrate. B. Stimulate. C. Exasperate. D. Liberate. Which word or words go with annoy? A. Frustrate. And C. Exasperate. Those two. Question 4. Which word or words go with defeat? A. Overthrow. B. Utilize. C. Restrict. D. Penetrate. Which word or words go with defeat? I can see 1. A. Overthrow. To defeat a ruler, a king, a government, is to overthrow. Question 5. Which word or words go with enter into? A. Penetrate. B. Bore. C. Exasperate. D. Pierce. Here I see 3. Which word or words go with enter into? A. Penetrate. B. Bore, like you bore a hole. And D. Pierce. Question 6. Which word or words go with more active? A. Penetrate. B. Stimulate. C. Convalesce. D. Dedicate. Which word or words go with more active? I see 1. B. Stimulate. Question 7. Which word or words go with famous? A. Notable. B. Exasperating. C. Tempestuous. D. Celebrated. I see 2. Which word or words go with famous? A. Notable. D. Celebrated. Those two. Question 8. Which word or words go with lack of respect? A. Hearty. B. Melancholy. C. Modest. D. Rebellious. Which word or words go with lack of respect? There is one that I can see. D. Rebellious. Question 9. Which word or words go with how often? A. Reassuringly. B. Seldom. C. Occasionally. D. Frequently. Here I see 3 that are correct. Which word or words go with how often? B. Seldom. C. Occasionally. And D. Frequently. Question 10. Which word or words go with put a stop to? Put a stop to. Is it A. Ban. B. Dedicate. C. Terminate. D. Restrict. I see 3. Which word or words go with put a stop to? It is ban. A. Ban. C. Terminate. D. Restrict. Great. Let's move on to activity 12C. First, let's read the instruction. Determining meanings. Circle the letter next to each answer choice that correctly completes the sentence. There may be more than one correct answer. Remember that. There may be more than one correct answer. Number 1. So we're completing the sentence. She dedicated A. Where and how people should live. B. 2 sticks together to make a fire. C. The dishes after midnight. D. What time we should get up tomorrow. So which are correct? I see 2 that are correct. She dedicated A. Where and how people should live. She dedicated D. What time we should get up tomorrow. Those 2. Number 2. Tempestuous. A. Times are when we most need calm leadership. B. Weather kept the kids indoors. C. Emotions could be seen in the audience at the graduation. D. Creatures 3 stories high each roamed earth. So which are correct? I can see 3 that are correct. Tempestuous. A. Times are when we most need calm leadership. Tempestuous. B. Weather kept the kids indoors, like wild, crazy weather. Tempestuous. C. Emotions could be seen in the audience at the graduation. So very excited, wild behavior. Number 3. An overdue. A. Bill needs to be paid promptly. Promptly means quickly. B. Book must be returned to the library. C. Remark can sometimes hurt a person's feelings. D. Train will be late coming into the station. Here I see 3 that are correct. An overdue. A. bill needs to be paid promptly. An overdue B. book must be returned to the library. An overdue D. train will be late coming into the station. Number 4. The overthrow A. Governor has not yet said anything to the press. Governor has not yet said anything to the press. B. Leader of the country was actually happy to not be in charge any longer. C. Ice is kept in a separate container. D. Wind turned the boat upside down and almost sank it. I see 2 that are correct. The overthrown A. Governor had not yet said anything to the press. The overthrown B. Leader of the country was actually happy to not be in charge any longer. Number 5. I was exasperated A. when I wasn't allowed into the concert. B. for not being truthful when I was asked a question. C. in an ambulance to the hospital emergency room. D. to see my name had been left off the list. So think of something that would annoy you, exasperate you. I was exasperated A. when I wasn't allowed into the concert. D. to see my name had been left off the list. Number 6. The dedication A. was to her parents and sisters. B. was built in 1849 and is still standing. C. at the cemetery entrance honored the lives of all those buried there. D. of the new school took an hour and then we went home. So which are correct? I can see 3. The dedication A. was to her parents and sisters. The dedication C. at the cemetery entrance honored the lives of those buried there. Cemetery is where people are buried. The dedication D. of the new school took an hour and then we went home. Great. Next, number 7. Something stimulated. A. my appetite and I suddenly felt hungry. B. another painting for the wall. C. on the chair in the corner of the room. D. my curiosity, so I had to ask him why. So which are correct? I can see 2. Something stimulated A. my appetite and I suddenly felt hungry. Something stimulated D. my curiosity, so I had to ask him why. Number 8. The artist's portrait. A. gurgled and growled hungrily. B. is in the back of the museum. C. drank a full gallon of milk. D. is of a woman holding flowers. The artist's portrait, so I can see 2 that are correct. B. is in the back of the museum. The artist's portrait D is of a woman holding flowers. Now let's move on to activity 12D. So make sure you have this activity ready. Completing sentences. Complete the sentences to demonstrate your knowledge of the words in bold. Great. So remember, I always remind you to start a sentence with a capital letter. But here we won't, because we are completing the sentences. So you don't start the middle of a sentence with a capital letter, unless it's a proper noun. So we'll start with small letters, but still end them with full stops. Number 1. If you dedicate your weekends to something, that means you So, write an end to this sentence. If you dedicate your weekends to something, that means you spend time doing this activity on weekends. So if you dedicate your weekends to reading, then you read over the weekend. Or playing soccer, then you play soccer. Number 2. One thing I find exasperating is... So what do you think? When One thing I find exasperating is when the internet is off. It's so annoying. What do you find exasperating? Number 3. A portrait of me would be of... A portrait of me would be of my face and shoulders. You can maybe say only my face, but mostly this part that you can see of me right now. Number 4. A good upbringing means having what? What does a good upbringing mean? Having good care full stop. A good upbringing means having good care and training as a child. Number 5. You need to convalesce if... What? When do you need to convalesce? Can you think of a scenario? You need to convalesce if you are sick. Rest and get better. Number 6. If a friendship is tempestuous, that means it is... So if it is tempestuous, that means it is if a friendship is tempestuous, that means it is wild and you fight a lot. So the friends fight a lot. You could also say wild and emotional. Number 7. Something that stimulates my mind is what? What stimulates your mind? Something that stimulates my mind is classical music or reading a book. So you can say one of those things or maybe something of your own. Playing video games, that stimulates your mind. Drinking a cup of coffee, now you're awake, sharp. Number 8. The name of one notable person I know of is who? Think of a notable person you know of. Let's think. Is Elon Musk. I think he's very notable because of his smart inventions, and he's also South African like me. So the name of one notable person I know of is Elon Musk. How about you? Number 9. Something I seldom do is... Something I seldom do is... Let's think. What is something I seldom do? Full stop. Something I seldom do is eat fast food like McDonald's or KFC. I don't really eat that. What is something that you seldom do? Number 10. To penetrate or pierce a piece of paper, you would... to penetrate a piece of paper, you would... To penetrate a piece of paper, you could poke a hole through it with a pencil or a pen. Great. Friends, we are all done with today's activities. Make sure that you got all these correct answers. And that's it for today's lesson. Great job and thanks for joining me. Remember to join me again in day 4. In day 4, we'll be taking on activity 12E. What you can do to prepare for day 4 and activity 12E is you can read the passage of this activity. Then you can join me for day 4 and we'll do it together. That's it, friends. I hope you have a great day and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.